Welcome to the stage of history. I am your illustrious host, Kevin Uncanny Anytime. Welcome, y'all, to Mindset Matters Monday. It is on and popping, y'all. Very, very, very excited. The legendary first class of the Mindset Matters Institute is going through the course, and man, lives are about to be changed, y'all. Lives are about to be changed. We take so much pride at the Mindset Matters Institute to help people to find their purpose and to really help people to tune into themselves, that we're just really excited. So if you want to get a preview of what that is, I'll tell you right now that the link is down in the description. Take the Mindset Matters Concentrated Strength Assessment. Kind of gives you an idea of the just a small little glimpse of what we do in the Institute of this of the Elements of Life program that we have in there that helps you to tune in to find yourself. Really, really, really intricately put together program. Man, I'm really excited to see the changes that are going to happen, and the legendary magnificence that the first class is going to come out with. But yeah, feeling really good today because of that. Just really excited for everybody to go through the course, because I really put a lot of thought and energy into it, But today, for the topic, I actually got a request to go over this topic, and then I'll go over another topic that they asked me to go over Wednesday. But today, the topic that we're going to discuss is happiness. How do you be more happy? And I actually have two ways that can really, really, really help you to be way more happy in your life. The very first way is something that I literally always talk about. I always say this each time, okay? I say, give it all you got, okay? In everything that you're doing, whatever you're doing. What does that mean, though? Like, what does it mean to give it all you got? To tune all the way into the particular activity that you're actually going into, whatever that may be, even if it's work. So say you don't like the job that you're at, right? I've been there. I've been in that type of situation. But when you can tune in and say, okay, I'm grateful that I have this job and I do have to be at this job, so let's make the best of it, right? You go there, you find ways to make it better for yourself, okay, which is actually the second part, but I'm gonna go deeper into that. But if you're at a place of employment, do your best to reach out and make friends. Okay, can't make work buddies, work buddies, work associates, to make it more enjoyable to be there, to have like conversations that you enjoy. If that's not an option, then find something about the work specifically that you can find joy out of, you can find some happiness out of. What tasks are you doing? Who is it benefiting? What is the ultimate goal of the company? Dive into the story of how it was built. Really try and figure out, okay, what is this about? What am I even here for? What are we doing? What is the mission? What's the purpose? That can help you to find joy in what you're actually doing. Another way, okay, so say you like, well, no, I'm a sleazy salesman somewhere or something like that, right? I'm selling, well, here's some background about me, y'all, okay? I used to do telemarketing, and I have no idea if what we were selling sponsorship programs, sending people decals, which is a fancy word for stickers. And I have no idea if this was a legit place or not, because they kept getting shut down, and then the business would open and they would change the name, which is really, really interesting, man. So, yeah, I'm not even sure about that, but worked at that job for quite a while. was in the sales for quite a while, and it's interesting, man, because I'm like, I don't know how much of the proceeds were going towards whatever cause we said we were going on, right? I used to call and be like, hey, it's Kevin with the Troopers and the Troopers Association, and we had this script that we used to read off, and the numbers that we would call from the people. Man, I used to get hung up on so much. I'm sorry, that just brought back some memories, man. Some really funny memories. Some very interesting characters that used to work there too, man. Oh my goodness. That'll have to be a story for another time. But look, so I get it. All I'm trying to do in that explanation is tell you I get it, dude. Because I used to come there and I'm like, what am I doing here? Who am I selling this to? What am I actually selling? We didn't even have the evidence of what we were selling inside to see what we were sending to customers. We just read a script. They gave us a check. We did what we had to do. They paid us out, and they gave us a specific commission if we made a certain amount in the day. Man, they had to be making a lot of money. But anyway, anyway, um, try to if that's the issue, right? Here's what I used to do. I used to just dive into the idea of making it fun, man. I used to change my voice, not trying to get fired, right? Still trying to be professional, but I used to do it to where it would allow me to go in and have fun with it, right? Because I really didn't know what was going on, but I found a way to make it a good job, right? And that's what got me through a lot of because I did it for like 2 years, and that's what got me through a lot of the days, especially I mean, it was a lot of ex-cons, and because it was like a job where you didn't really have to have any credentials of any sort, and they would hire you. So that should tell you a little bit about the legitimacy of who that employer was. But anyway, and they changed their name so much I don't even know what they was called. But so the thing with that is that's the second key. That's the second key. You must look for it, and you can't look for it outside of yourself. You got to look for it inside of you. And that's what I was saying. Like I was like, okay, what can I do? What can I do to make this more enjoyable? And I said, you know what? I don't know if they're monitoring my calls, whatever the case may be, but I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna have fun with the clients that I'm calling, and really try and make this enjoyable. I would talk to some of the more seasoned veterans that were there that made a lot of commission, and kind of just sit with them and see how they spoke and stuff like that, and literally just mimic it and have fun with it. So try and find a way, okay, which is, it's going to stretch your brain a little bit, but try and find a way to make it fun. And that's not just your job, but your life. You know what I mean? Like, don't just think that you gotta wake up and go to work and pay bills and then go to sleep, and I gotta eat and I gotta take care of these kids and blah. You are going to drive yourself nuts. Trust me. I know this, y'all. Okay, 1000%. I know this. So this is my best two ways that help me to get through a lot of things. Is one, okay, am I really going in? Am I giving it all my energy and focus and paying the most attention to whatever activity I'm doing, or my life? Or am I paying attention to my life that closely, right? This will help you to really start finding ways to maybe kind of challenge yourself or find the funny stuff that goes on. Just like this, you guys brought back up a memory by asking me to go over this, because I totally forgot about that job, man. Oh my goodness. I've had a lot of jobs, y'all. I've had over like 20. I've definitely had over 20 jobs in my lifetime, for sure. But and worked at them at a decent time frame, at least a year in a lot of them. But yeah, So really try like, oh, you know what? And I'm gonna remind you, because I also worked at UPS and I was a loader. If anybody has worked there, my goodness, y'all, that is some physical labor. Okay, that was some physical labor, and I did not enjoy that type of physical labor and the demand that was put on you. I'm talking about loading 700 to 800 boxes inside of a truck, all different weights, challenging your body, right? So I had to go into a different mental state to do that, because at the time when I was working that job, I did not like working out. Yes, there was a time where I was totally opposed to working out. I was like, I play basketball. That's my workout. Working out, lifting weights for what? That's what I used to say. Okay. But what I'm telling you is that I found, people, we would laugh about how difficult the work was. We would make it through the day, but we would make it through the day. And that's what I focused on, one day at a time and giving it everything I had in that day. But that's what we need to do. Those are the two major things that you can do to be able to see, to find your happiness. Okay, one is ensure that at the end of the day you can say, man, I tried my best. Okay, and two, you're actually looking for happiness inside of yourself to see how you can really make this a good thing. Okay, your life or your job or whatever it is. Okay, that's what you really got to think about, guys, because it's incredibly important to be happy. We're supposed to be happy. Yeah, we're not supposed to be miserable and living miserable lives. There would be 0 point to existence if that was the case. If we're supposed to just walk around like drones and like do these things that we don't want to actually do, that it doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense at all. So really think about that. Really hone in on that information. Okay. Number one, you must give it everything you got. Okay. That is going to bring you the satisfaction, the happiness, the contentment of that you did your best. Okay. Number two, look for it inside. Look for it. What makes me happy? What do I do when I'm happy? How do I look when I'm happy? Like all of that. Look for it. Look for it. Where is it? Where does it show up? When you look for it within yourself, because there are definitely times where you've been like, oh, I'm happy. Okay. And when those times are, you have to capture that moment, identify it, lock it in so that you can utilize it when you need to make yourself happy. Okay. To create that happiness inside of you. Okay. But try to make sure it's not just external activities. Really be happy with who you are. Be happy with yourself. Be happy with the way you are created, the way you are made, the way you think, all of that stuff. It's for you to be happy with that, because you are uniquely designed. Okay, like I said before in one of my other videos, the topic, you're custom made. You're custom made. Everything that you go through is custom made for you. Okay, so it's really important for you to dive into that. But take heed to those two things. I think it'll really benefit you. Okay. But yeah, guys. So stay tuned for the next enrollment. Okay. Next enrollment is going to be next month for the Mindset Matters Institute. All right. And we're going to have another class. I believe we will possibly open it up to more people. This time we opened it up to a class of 5. This is the very first class, and that got filled very quickly. So we'll open it up for a few more for the next enrollment. So look out for that, because it's going to be amazing, y'all. It is going to be freaking phenomenal when people really go through this and they dedicate the time to go through this program. They're gonna, because this is how I am. This is why I feel the way I do. This is why I can continue to show up and do this stuff, is because I found myself through these practices, and I was like, wow, this is what I want to do. This is exactly, and to find that will give you joy as well. Okay. But that's probably for another conversation. But on another note, the store is open, y'all. Mindsetmattersmore.store. And it rhymes. I love that. Mindsetmattersmore.store, y'all. If you go there, look at all of the gear. Okay, I put a lot of thought and detail into that as well. I love the new symbol that we have for the company, the crown and everything for the clothing. It's really, really amazing. Looked up some quality products, so definitely check into that too if you want to represent. And now our Instagram store is open, so you'll start seeing posts that come up that are tagged with, where you can just literally tap on the picture and it'll show the product right away. So that's exciting. We're really excited about that. There's been a lot of behind the scenes grind with all of this stuff, y'all. Oh my goodness. I'm talking about 50 days in, 51 days in, and been working, like, some days it's literally, I feel like I was working 16 to 18 hours, for, probably like at least 3 days out of the week. So yeah, putting in time for you guys. All right. So if you want to show some support, or if you just want to start looking cool, man, I'm designing this stuff to look cool. It's not just to I don't know. It's to look cool, because I think it looks cool. So I like wearing cool stuff. So if you like wearing cool stuff, you can go off of that. And if you back our mission, you can go off of that. But yeah, I encourage you guys to go take a look at it, because I put a lot of time and energy into it. So yeah, that is all I have for today, y'all. This two major ways, okay? Two ways to find that happiness. And the next time we'll go over confidence. All right, two major ways you could be confident, okay, in yourself, in what you're doing, okay. Yeah, because that way it helps. All of that kind of correlates together, the confidence and the happiness. But I wanted to separate them because I want you guys to really think about what I said as far as the happiness goes first, and then we'll talk about the confidence on Wednesday, and we'll really dive into ways you can be more confident. All right. So I really, 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 really appreciate you guys. You already know, subscribe if you haven't, share this with somebody if they need it, like, and all that stuff. Visit the Mindset Matters More .store, and then look for the next open enrollment next month. Towards the end of the month, it'll be around the 20 something. And I will start making announcements when we will be really close. So have a phenomenal rest of your Monday, guys. All right. And focus on the good, which will help you to be more happy. And always remember that mindset matters more than anything else. Anytime,